Hey there, welcome after a big-time matchup. Welcome to the Vandershark post-game wrap-up, brought to you by Barley Forge. La Slancha.
Yeah, La Slancha.
That, I agree.
I needed this. What a game.
I'm telling you what, after the first quarter of that game, I didn't think we were going to see anything good whatsoever. I mean, 0-0 at the end of the first, and then the fireworks started to happen.
Boom! As a matter of fact, our infamous engineer, Mr. Lee, took the over, and he was sweating it at the end.
I was laughing at him earlier. Lee, was I not laughing at you earlier, man? I was saying, aha, you're on the over. You're not going to make it. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, what do they score? They score 71 points, most of which took place in the second half. What a fireworks show.
Yes, this was a Dallas Cowboys, not a Kansas City Chiefs game.
Get us started. Talk about the guy we want to feature first. We've been tweeting about him all day.
Which one? Saquon Barkley?
No, come
Dak
on.
Prescott?
Let's talk about Mr. Jarwin first.
Oh, well, you talking about the guy that scored all the touchdowns?
Yeah, he only had 3 today.
Oh, well,
Where did he come from?
Well, this is the number 3 tight end for the Dallas Cowboys.
Correct.
Because the number 1, the Hall of Famer, retired this year.
He did.
And then the guy who came out and replaced him, he got injured and put on injured reserve. So the third guy steps up. And in the first part of the season, I think he had, 4 catches, something like that. Whatever. Today, alone, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
3.
Hundreds of yards receiving, over 20 catches and 3 touchdowns in the last 4 games. And in the last 3 games.
Yeah, before this game.
Yeah. So he is just
blowing it up.
Really going to look good for them and could be a very nice comfort blanket for Mr. Prescott in that offense.
No, because we saw the play at the end of the game where there was the blitz pickup. And now the Cowboys won. Okay, that's good.
I was trying to build the guy up. You want to break the guy down.
He was in the backfield on the left-hand side, blitz pickup. Prescott got smacked.
Yeah, he did.
But again, he had a hard decision. The left tackle did miss his block, definitely.
For sure.
But blocking is this guy's thing. Pass receiving, running routes has never been his problem.
Right, no,
obviously.
Blocking is definitely his Achilles heel. I agree. He definitely needs to improve in that position as a blocking tight end. But, but when you have him like this as a receiving tight end, why do you need him in there to block? You can put some other big body in there on those blocking downs.
And did you see those touchdowns? I mean, but replay them over and over again.
Did you see his hands all day? He's just soft hands. But give Dak Prescott a lot of credit. He was putting the ball exactly where he needed it to be put. But I'll tell you what, Jarwin's route running was phenomenal. He was finding the gaps right in between the defensive backs, and
he's a hands catcher.
He's a very big hands catcher. High with the thumbs together. He loves to catch the ball that way.
And let's talk about that last touchdown because. Again, we're going to reference Mr. Lee, the engineer, here again. As he pointed out, they fell for the old okey doke.
They did.
The point over here, throw over here move. All right? Where
the rope-a-dope.
He was actually pointing at Jarwin, telling Jarwin to go deep, but he was in line with Cole Beasley, who was just eating them alive today.
Right.
And the whole defense just closed on Beasley. Just closed on it. And here's Jarwin back. Oh, you're talking to me? Okay, over here. Yeah, I'm here. By the way, here's my hands.
Yeah.
Boom. There's the ball.
There's been a lot of players this season that have been not really target for defenses to key in on, who have had huge games, and Jarwin took advantage of that strategy today. And I think that really played a key for them, obviously, because they're missing Ezekiel Elliott. They're missing that huge weapon. But let's talk about Dak for a second, because I've always said it. I've said it here a couple of times today in the green room, Van. A receiver, tight end receiver, they're only as good. They're only as good as the quarterback who's throwing them the ball.
Yes, he is.
And Dak Prescott in great form today, across his body, rolling out, going the wrong direction, really
everything you're not supposed to do,
squaring his shoulders up to throw the ball, and very Mahomes. Mahomes learned how to do it. Come on, these guys are just getting really good at this stuff. And very impressed with a lot of the things that Dak Prescott did today. However, not impressed, and we'll talk about it in a little bit at the end with his ball control management. Foreshadowing, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But let's move on really quick to the other side of the ball, Van.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about the
Manning.
Giants. 35-36. It wasn't like the Giants didn't show up.
We got Peyton Manning's brother, Eli, who actually decided to have a good game. And not to mention, he's had a good season.
All right, now he started out with 2 interceptions. The first interception was from the red zone to Awuzie, totally his fault. It was just boom. But a great play by Awuzie.
Right.
We don't have a highlight of that. But what he did after that was Tank Lawrence coming from the side, sacking him. The ball pops up in the air as he's throwing
Not
it.
his fault.
His second interception, not his fault.
Not his fault.
And boy, on Twitter, you should have seen the people. Eli's done. Get rid of him. And he was playing a good game.
And then he played phenomenally after
Then
that.
we saw the throws.
Yes.
The catches were incredible. Don't get me wrong.
Look at the catch to Latimer. This is one of the most perfectly executed throws of Eli Manning's career. He put this
Literally.
ball within inches of the only place he could have possibly put the ball for his receiver to make this catch.
Perfect
He is so
throw.
well guarded, so well covered. Look at this catch. He grabs this thing just in perfect stride, full speed.
And by the way, when you
love
see the other camera angle of that, it's really impressive because you watch Latimer going down, and as he catches the ball, he looks right on the camera and says, "OBJ who?"
Yeah. No, he looked, and then he had time before he brought the ball in. He said, "Hi, Mom."
Yeah, exactly. Because every guy knows that's the go-to move.
You
when
better.
the camera's on.
Hi, Mom.
And so, I mean, but just incredible. The important thing here is, as I put out in a tweet, wow, you're right. Eli Manning can't make the throws anymore, can he? And I've been guilty of accusing him of this.
Yes, you have been guilty of it, and you know who hasn't? Really, he's been up and down a hell of a lot since his Super Bowl seasons. But right now, we're talking about the accuracy that he's had in the second half, especially this game. Really key in regard to getting his team right back into this thing, and just really enjoy every second of this game. The second half, Van, wow, was just incredible. We've got Saquon Barkley now. Let's move on really quick because we really have to pay some homage here to what I think is going to be the NFL Rookie of the Year. He has to be.
You think?
He's the NFL Rookie of the Year, especially after a performance like this. He just
Against a tough Cowboys D.
correct, and he just eclipsed
Tough.
Reggie Bush for the most receptions by a rookie running back in NFL
Ever.
history. And 4 catches today, Lee. Did we confirm that at the end? Was that the final? I think he had 4 catches today, and he averaged about 8 yards a catch. And that puts him at 92 catches on the season, which is a new NFL record for a rookie running back. So props to you, Saquon. Way to eclipse that 2,000-yard barrier.
Can we get a check on also, I believe Saquon Barkley is now the NFL rushing leader, maybe? I know that was on the part because we had a bet before the game on whether or not Ezekiel Elliott, who really wanted to win the rushing title, okay, he really did want to win. And unfortunately for him, well, not really. He made the team made the right call, in my opinion. And well, obviously they won, and they set him. But we had a bet.
So Saquon Barkley had 1,198 yards coming into this game. And what did he have from scrimmage? 114? 115 in this matchup?
Yes.
Or something right near there, 120?
That did
the
it.
game
That
just
put him
ended,
over.
so I don't know if it did. I think Ezekiel Elliott had 1,400.
He had 109 total.
He did not make it. He
He
needed
did not make it.
114.
He did not make it.
Well, that's 5 yards away
Wow.
from setting the rookie record of yards for
Wow,
scrimmage.
he was right there. How do you not give him the ball a couple more times and let that happen?
Well, I mean, they're trying to win. Well, how come you just don't keep giving him the ball?
No,
I
you
mean,
just keep giving it. You're going to win if you keep
but-
giving him the ball anyway.
But actually, because here's why. Eli Manning was making the throws, and they had receivers in the game that they were making catches. And we cannot talk about the New York Giants receiving game without talking about one guy. And I'm not taking anything away from Latimer, who was explosive.
He was great.
But I'm going to talk about the tight end.
Go for it.
Dude!
Way to wake up and show up. I mean, come on,
Oh,
everybody.
man.
Everybody knew that he had that kind of talent, Van. But he really showcased it today. He made some incredible catches. And
But one total goof up.
Before we go any farther, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Before we go any farther,
We had a bet.
we had a bet, and I have to pay up. Ezekiel Elliott did not play in this game, so
$1.
Hold on. Here you go, man.
Look it up.
Van,
$1.
There's your dollar, buddy.
All right,
All
Latimer,
Mortimer, Randolph. Okay, fair enough.
Well, have that bet replayed every week.
The problem is Van has, such an insight into everything going on around the league. His connections are so deep in every organization out there, guys. And so he probably had one of the Cowboys organization call him and tell him, "Hey, Ezekiel Elliott's not playing today." So he was stacked against me from the beginning. This guy doesn't make bets. This guy doesn't make bets unless he knows he's going to win them. I should just learn by now not to bet against him.
No, ignore that. But that's okay. You got the NBA season coming up. Okay?
Yeah, this is true.
You got the NBA season.
Yeah, we got a lot,
coming up, so it's gonna come
and we got
back.
NHL. So yeah,
Ouch.
I'm gonna wreck
Okay.
you. So let's talk right now, really quick, about Dak Prescott. At the end of the game, it looked like he might might fumble this thing. They're down by a score, a complete score. They had to actually score and get a 2-point conversion to win. Game management, his ball control at the end, hitting wide open, missing wide open receivers.
Yes.
This has been an issue throughout his career. Van, fill me in on that.
All right, and he's continued to do it, but then what he's also doing today, he came into this game, his goal was to make decisive decisions and get rid of the ball versus taking the sack. You watch on the highlight right now. He wants to go down the field to the right. Instead, he does that Brett Favre thing, manages to hold on the ball, even though he just threw it, pulled it back, and then tossed it out to the side. And actually, the receiver took his eyes off the ball and dropped it. The ball was actually on target. This is what we want to see from Prescott. He had a few of the plays where he just mind blanked and held it too long.
Sure.
But he's finally doing this. His game management skills are improving, and they needed to improve.
Listen, you and I were worried right there at the end when he had that one route going up the sideline. It looked like it could have been even almost a touchdown at the end, and he just plain missed.
Just blew it.
Just completely blew it. Amari Cooper was wide open, and he had to stutter step and turn to his outside shoulder toward the sideline to try to go get the ball, and he just had no chance.
No.
And that's where Van and I were saying to each other, we're like, wait a second, is Dak Prescott going to do this again? And you know what? He really didn't. He came back. He came back in the end, and he nailed it. So, real quick, running backs for the Dallas Cowboys were impressive today without Ezekiel Elliott in the game. And Van, talk about that for a second, because do you think that goes to the scheme that was laid down by the offensive coordinator and by coach that here's how we're going to manage the game today? Because it seemed like Rod Smith was very powerful, and it seemed like Jackson was really, really fast out of the backfield. They were doing some good things. There was a really funny clip we had, Lee. Remember that early in the game where Jackson went to make a pick up a blitz, and the little guy just ran over, and Dak got hit even though he got the pass off.
The ball kind of
it was like oh my god, because he knew he was going to get smashed. And Jackson was a pancake.
The tweet was blitz pickup is fun if you go down and check it out.
Check it out. You're going to love it.
And he did. And he put himself in position and he took it, but he got run over.
He got ran over by a freight train.
Ooh, it was really
ugly. Good.
But on the other hand, they have Rod Smith, who is Jaylon Smith's brother.
Right.
Okay, and you're wondering why the Dallas Cowboys drafted Jaylon Smith back in the day. Okay, because he had that horrific knee injury. Okay, and that knee injury. Here's what the Dallas Cowboys had on inside information. His brother was on their team.
Right.
Okay, and secondly, the doctor that did the surgery is a Dallas Cowboys team doctor.
Yes, he is.
So those two things combined, they took a risk on this guy because they thought it was going to pay out. Risk. And actually in the first quarter, there was a play where Jaylon Smith came to the outside and Gallman for the Giants had the ball. And the hit Jaylon Smith laid on this guy, the sound made you feel it. It was like, whomp. And it was like, oh, man. And the Dallas Cowboys defense, even though they gave up the points today, oh my goodness.
They did.
But they were playing without a lot of key players. And with that in mind, talking about the Dallas Cowboys defense, I want to talk about Brown. End of the game. What a play.
What a great play.
I mean, you pointed it out. I mean, on defense, this is a kid that as a rookie had a heck of a year. A sophomore, had some problems. He's back now, and he is solid. Cowboys will not be able to bring him to a second contract. He's too valuable.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you really got to hang on to him. But here's how
can't afford it.
Here's how important that play was. A lot of times football comes down to that one play. You're talking about 45 or 51 seconds on the clock, I think there was at the time.
Correct.
The Giants are in a 4th and 10 situation. They have to get the first down. Eli Manning makes a fantastic throw right into the hands, and Brown comes in with the hand and pokes that ball down. Perfect timed,
defense.
Wonderful defense.
It was a great route. It was a fantastic throw, but it was unreal defense.
Absolutely wonderful defense. And that could have been a very big play, giving the Giants some fire with still having 45 or so seconds on the clock. And who knows, they come down and kick a field goal, they win this game. So hats off to you, Mr. Brown.
Absolutely.
Well done on defense there.
Yeah.
And Van may be right.
With the game on the line.
With your contract coming up, Van may be right. You might be
I hope you stick around. I'm pretty much sure you're going to take some.
Every Cowboys fan out there hopes that he sticks around.
It really is. It was a heck of a game. There's a couple of things I want to show. I don't know if we've shown them already. I want to show as many replays of Eli Manning to Latimer as I can. Because this guy making those plays, making those catches, the connection between those two.
Yeah.
When you put Odell Beckham Jr. on one side, Ingram in the tight end slot, and now they've got Latimer and Shepard.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Next year, the NFC East is going to be a battle.
They've got Latimer and 2 Shepherds, by the way.
That's true.
They have
Oh, my
Sterling and they have the Shepard who's on the injured.
Shepard Jr.
Shepard Jr. who's on the Shepard and Shepard. Doctor. Hey, listen, we really want to give a shout out right now to one of our favorite fans on Twitter. His name is Garlic Fries and Beer.
Oh, yeah. By the way, he retweets a lot of our stuff.
Yes, he does.
And I don't know who this guy is, but when your Twitter name is Garlic Fries and Beer,
You know we like you.
you won Twitter.
Yeah.
You just won
you win.
Twitter.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know how you came up with that, but
Congratulations
well
to
done.
you, and
Well
we look
done.
forward to hearing more from you. Thanks for the retweets, and we really appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about Leighton Vander Esch right now because we're worried.
the injury.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Well, is it an injury? They haven't really said yet.
They pulled him out of the game.
They pulled him out of the game, but they haven't really said what it is yet.
Stinger or an injury.
Yeah, right.
Good
And
call.
so, no, he got leg whipped into the back of his leg, into his knee.
Diving over on
Yeah.
top of another player. So,
It was
hoping for a bruise.
It was ugly, and it was not. You definitely are going to get hurt in that kind of a situation. Vander Esch never stood up. He never tried to walk after that for a while. He stayed on. He stayed on the turf.
sidelines. They did not. He did not leave and go in and stay in the locker room. He went, left, come back, and he was on the sidelines.
There's definitely some promising aspect to the fact that he might not have a major injury, but we definitely don't. We definitely, as Cowboys fans,
Actually,
we definitely
I gotta
don't
go.
need to see that. Yeah.
I got to get a live chicken and a sheep, and you know what I'm going to be doing with those, okay? It ain't going to be pretty, okay?
I'm gonna go get some garlic fries and beer.
Oh, garlic fries and beer. Well, hey, guys, before you leave, let's launch up.
Let's launch it and hit that notification
On YouTube.
bell and subscribe to everything we're doing, guys. We really love having you with us. Comment on everything we're talking about.
Please.
We'd love to have you continue with us every single week. And yeah.
And hey, we're going to be doing this in the playoffs. Be sure and check back. We're going to be doing the pregame playoffs. We're going to be doing halftime after playoffs.
And
It's gonna
postgame
be
show.
Awesome thing.
You're gonna love
Look
it.
to see you there.
Absolutely.
Until next time.
Oh, and one more thing. Cole Beasley just called in to the show, and he let me know that 1 knee equals 2 feet.
Definitely. Oh, yeah, I think we have a highlight on that.
For
don't we?
all of you who thought that wasn't a touchdown, we'd like to educate you. Cole called in afterwards from the locker room.
One
and
knee.
he said, Vandershark, we want to let you guys know that 1 knee down with reception with possession of the ball equals 2 feet, baby.
And
way to go, Cole. Nice
that
catch at
also
the end to
equals
win the game for the Cowboys.
6 points.
That does equal 6 points.
And a win.
And a win. Let's launch it.
Let's launch it.